Hello everyone, once again this is Krull Centru, and this is my Let's Play of course, Champions Online. Let's go ahead and continue. We needed to get some clothes from the new Purple Gang this time by bashing some heads together. Not a big deal. Now, this time I've got a little bit of damage resistance. Now I want to tell you the damage resistance is not actual percentage like they say. It's not true. Here's what you actually do. You take your percent, your damage resistance number, divide it by 100, then add it to 1, and let's see, what is it? No, it's 1 divided by 1 plus whatever that, your amount is divided by 100 type thing. Because it's percent, percent out of 100. So if you have, for example, 150% total damage resistance, then 1 over 1 plus 1.5 would be 2. So you would basically take, at that point, 1 over 2.5 damage multiplied by whatever you take. So if you took 100 damage, then you're going to basically reduce it by that much, which is actually quite a bit to that point. Say 2.5, divide by 2.5, you're taking... it doesn't seem right. No, it's not a quarter. I'm doing my math wrong. Having a little bit of a trouble with my math because I'm just kind of brain dead at the moment, I guess. Oh, 40. You take 40% damage compared to normal. But that's 150%, so you're not like immune or anything. You're just, 60% less damage at that point, and that's nice, but it's not what they say. So that's just something to keep in mind, is that often it's only going to go so far. Okay, I'm going to have to use another heal. Can't wait till I can actually get real healing ability. But, oh well. It'll be what it'll be. Okay, still don't have the Purple Gang pants. So I'll go ahead and keep on working this out. Now, I'm having a little bit of trouble with my health, so I think what I'm going to do, to see if this works better, is until I at least have a heal or something, or a pet or something, it might be better. And yeah, you can often get duplicates, so like I've got 3 of the pants, because it's just how it works out. One of those odd things. Anyways, what was I going to say? Darn you, brain. Darn you, I can't remember what I was saying. Right, let's go ahead and turn this in. It's work gathering up the clothing. You have a good eye. These look like they will fit you perfectly, though. Personally, I wouldn't be caught dead in such a ridiculous outfit. Do you think these new Purple Gang morons actually think they're in style? No, but Kevin Poe's kind of telling them what to do, and if they don't do it, cement shoes. That's all I gotta say. Alright, none of these look good, and I've already got all the MCPD recognition I'm going to need, so I'm going to get a secondary accessory box instead. And Talos Takedown. Now that we have a new Purple Gang costume for you, we can tackle a pretty serious problem. Waylon Talos is a deranged genius, notorious for making weapons for the highest bidder, especially if the highest bidder hates superheroes like Talos does. He's working for new Purple Gang leader Kevin Poe, which makes for a dangerous combination. Wearing your new Purple Gang Wearing your new Purple Gang costume, you can get by Talos' bodyguards and sneak into his workshop. The entrance is past his bodyguards. Hurry, we need to know what Talos has been up to before I can authorize a full-scale raid on the new Purple Gang hideout. The guys guarding Talos were put there for their brawn more than their brains, so while I don't know if this costume will work on anyone else, I'll work on them. Probably. Alright. You may have noticed I had some stuff to select from for rewards. That's for later on after you turn it in. Okay, just toss out more of that lockbox garbage and go sell the other. Just got another mission to run. I think I was actually going to be switching over builds. Not builds. It's on the builds button. Roles. Back to hybrid for a bit. Reason being that as much as I'd like to stick in the other, the passive actually gets a significant better defensive bonus if I am, in fact, in that particular role. Now, these things are going to go away. You got some healing devices. You can buy more of them. It's a good way to go if you don't have self-heals yet. They're not as good of a quality, but there are others you can buy from various merchants, I think more in the center of the city and whatnot. Going to have to turn on the costumes, so I'll go ahead and do that as soon as I reasonably can. Turn that on. There we go. Changing costumes in mid-fall. Boom, done. Must be used to it from all those hours of superhero work. Alright, joking aside. Yeah, you go into here. And needless to say, I've done this a few times. And here we go. Alright, if you do not have your costume on, you'll have to fight all these guys simultaneously, and there's a lot of them. I've done it. It's just usually painful. Good chance you'll get killed. Alright, turn on my auto attack and start getting into the fight. So here's Waylon Talos. Stay back from him if you have the option to, because honestly, he's got an attack he does that's point blank there, like what he's doing right now. But it's got a relatively short range, so you can stay out of it and just avoid some of his hits. Be careful of that attack, though. Now that gets you electrified, and you can take some bonus damage from it. But there's really only so much you can do. So just go ahead and keep blasting him. Now, he looks like he has a ton of health. He's not taking much damage. The tip is that in his case, they don't want you to actually kill him, so they doubled his health. When you bring him down to half health, he stops fighting. There we go. So anyways, he's almost down. But yeah, he's a master villain, they say, but still. There we go. Okay, I'll squeal. Kevin Poe has hired me to make him weapons for the new Purple Gang. At the same time, he's got me supplying his enemies with weapons that don't work. It's all part of his plan to take over the street gangs in Millennium City. And then he runs away. Alright, now before you continue... Now he's going to go out a back entrance that you're not allowed to actually go through. That's kind of annoying. Anyways, put your costume back on, or else when you walk through here, you're going to be under attack by all these guys again. Man, talk about brawn and not brains. I mean, they just had a major battle in the other room. They can't even tell what happened. Well, okay, sure, whatever. Who cares? Alright. So let's go ahead and get moving back. Now, you notice I took a lot less damage in that fight. That's because, again, I have higher resistances now. Okay, now I don't have to have the ugly costume on. Let's go ahead and get zipping along. So, certainly plenty to do here. If that said, with my... Yeah, see, I just took falling damage because it glitched out and did not actually work right. See, I'm doing fast falling instead of normal, so I kind of tend to aim upwards a bit. But if I'm doing a faster fall, then I will aim farther upwards than normal. You can kind of get a feel for it over time. It's a way to get around it. I still think it's stupid that it happens, though. It's just like, what? I mean, this has been like this for years. So there's a lot of fun things in there, but there's just some things that really frustrate. So, yeah, another bit of falling damage. Anyways, here I am. Alright. Good job with Waylon Talos. You put enough of a scare into him that he immediately dropped a dime on his boss, Kevin Poe. And you will not believe what Talos has been making for him. He's been tinkering with a weapon for Poe that produces a psychic explosion that'll wipe the mind of anybody with superpowers. Do you know how many people that could affect in this crazy town? Quite a few. See, this one's ego, strength, or recovery, so I'm going to get the best benefit from this one because that is ego I'm actually going to be using later on. That looks like it leveled up, level 9. Now, next mission. Kevin Poe forced a group of scientists to help Talos with build the psi bomb. They were dragged into the sewers while you were busy with Talos, but we were able to figure out where they've gone. Head into the sewers under West Side and free those civilians. They've been through enough, don't you think? Yep. You can actually click on some things like who is Kevin Poe, and it'll give you a little bit of extra. Like this says, Kevin Poe is the little creep in charge of the new Purple Gang. His father, Sebastian Poe, was the founder of that psychic supervillain group PSI, but he was betrayed by his underlings, Simon and Medusa, and they took over PSI and sent Sebastian to jail. Now Kevin is obsessed with taking down PSI and getting revenge for what was done to this father. So he's trying to take control of the Millennium street gangs in order to raise an army big enough to take on PSI. See? You get a little bit of background. That's what you get when you actually take time to read stuff instead of to skip over it. It's nice that way. Alright, Ego will also help boost my damage. And no, I do not want you to join your random team. Here's a tip. Don't just randomly invite people. You know, at least talk to them Right, anyways. I'm going to go to the entrance but not go in as we don't have time in this video. But, that being said, it's right here. Nice glowing manhole now. Got some more stuff on here. So talents allow us to go from a little bit further. One of the things you can do is take these things like, for example, diplomatic is presence and intelligence at 5 points each, 10 points total bonus. That's pretty nice, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'll get intelligence up soon enough. And then ranks and advantages, because I saved up the 1 point before and I got 1 point here, I have 2 points now. I'm actually going to put it into my defensive, not defensive, as my slotted passive. Because I found that's generally the best one to go with. So, like right now, it is, let's see if I can get mouse over to get the stats, it says 37 and 30 in the hybrid, 24 and 53, compared to 45 and 36, and 29 and 64% resistance to your allies. That's pretty nice, actually. So, yeah. I think there's somewhere around a 20% boost for each rank up, is what it's supposed to be. Which is pretty noticeable. Anyways. Oh yeah, resources. I'm up to 1 global now. Anyways, doesn't matter. I think we're going to go ahead and call it off here. I'm just double checking, make sure I didn't forget anything. I haven't even shown you a lot of the stats. Like, presence will increase, my healing, crowd control. But you see, like, you can see this as primary super stat. And there's some in yellow and some in white. The white is the normal that it will always give. The yellow is only because it is a super stat. So as you can see, it's got some nice bonus to damage and healing. There would be less bonus to damage and more bonus to healing if I was in the support role. Intelligence is up here at 60 because it's another one I've been trying to raise. So this gives me a recharge speed of only 2.2%, not much, but 27% power discount is nice. A little bit of stealth side too. And ego, 26% in range damage boost. Nice. Hold resistance, 45%. Again, same type of resistance as your defense boosts. And 47% range knock strength. And defense will give you more damage resistance boost. Fortunately, you'll have to add the math together. Add it up together, all your percentages, and then do the math formula like I told you. Probably be better to look it up, be easier to understand. But anyways, you get the point. There's a lot of stuff here. Don't want to go on too much farther. Hope you're all having fun out there, and I'll see you another day.